Demai, Perek Zayin Mishnah Bet. We're talking to be Mishnah Bet is a continuation of Mishnah Aleph. So let's just review, because in Mishnah Aleph we talked about the idea that a person was invited for Shabbat. Okay, a person who invites his friend, and he's invited for Shabbat, and I did the friend, or let's say I was invited, I'm a chaver, theoretically, by my friend that I'm Haaretz, and I know ma'amino, and I don't trust him. So he says the following. We're just going to review. Masha atid lafish machar hareu ma'aser. So just to understand the language of the Mishnah, okay, he's going to give me a piece of bread. So he's going to give me tomorrow, okay, what I'm going to take off, 1/100 of that, this is the language of the Mishnah, is ma'aser. Now let's just do the color that we used before. Let's do the color that I used here. There, that's ma'aser, okay? Hareu ma'aser. Ushar ma'aser samuchlo. And then the rest of the ma'aser, 9/10, that's ma'aser. And then there's another 9/10 ma'aser samuchlo. And then ma'ashani zesh asiti ma'aser, asit sweet trumat ma'aser. That which I made ma'aser, I'm going to make that into trumat ma'aser. And then we have that one piece trumat ma'aser that he can't eat. And those 10s are not ma'aser. And again, ma'aser sheni b'tzfono. So in this case, we'll say ma'aser sheni, we'll make it, let's say, green. Ma'aser sheni. And so all he can't eat is the trumat ma'aser. Ma'aser, remember we said, is a motzi mechaber alav haraya. And ma'aser sheni is muchulal al ma'ot. And therefore, when he eats, his friend gives him the bread, he leaves a little bread at the end, and what can you do? Okay, the Mishnah Bet is a continuation of Mishnah Aleph. Okay, that's what he has to say in Mishnah Aleph. That's what he has to say on Erev Shabbat. Now he gets there on Shabbat, and we're going to talk about kos, mazgulo et kos, but it's not just kos. The Haaretz explains that it's anything. Once he gets there and the guy gives him the food, what does he have to do? So he says exactly what he's saying. He's saying, Masha ani ati lishayer b'shulei hakos harehu ma'aser. So now you can just imagine that you have a kos, and he says, what I'm about to leave at the bottom of the kos is maaser. There's 1/100 of what I'm going to leave is maaser. Ushar maaser samuchlo, and 9/100 of what's in the kos, samuchlo, is also maaser. Zesh asiti maaser asui chumat maaser alav. The very bottom of the kos that I originally made maaser, the last 100th. I got a kos. The bottom of the kos, this happens to be coffee milk, but whatever. The bottom of the kos is maaser, as trumat maaser. The rest I can drink. Maaser sheni bepiv mechulal al ma'od. Remember, in this case we said maaser sheni was at the bottom. So in this cup case, maaser sheni is in the mouth, and mechulal al ma'od, and goes on ma'od. And then I can drink I can drink all the way up until the bottom, leave a little bit at the bottom, and I take it off my truma. Let's see this in rudimentary Microsoft graphics. Okay, so here he says so let's just imagine that this whole thing is full of wine. So we'll start making it by making it white. Okay, hold on a second. Okay. We'll just leave those white. Okay, they start out, imagine that you're full of, there's nothing. So back to our Mishnah. Okay, he says, Masha ni ati d'shea b'shulei hakos, the bottom of the kos, harehu ma'aser. So this one we'll make it ma'aser, okay, or ma'aser color. Okay, harehu ma'aser. And then we say, ushar ma'aser samuchlo. Okay, and this is going to be also, what do you know? We'll make this ma'aser too. Ushar ma'aser samuchlo. So then all of this at the bottom of the cup is ma'aser. We're imagining that it's full, okay? Then, what you say to that, zesh asiti ma'aser asi trumat ma'aser alav. That original thing that I said was ma'aser, now I'm going to make it into trumat ma'aser. Okay, we're going to make it into trumat ma'aser. Okay, so the very bottom is trumat ma'aser, and then the last part is ma'aser sheni bepiv u'mechulal al ma'od. Ma'aser sheni at the top, that is mechulal al ma'od. We're going to make them chalal al ma'od. So therefore, when I finish drinking, I can drink that. I can drink all the way down to the ma'aser, drink that. All I have to do is leave a tiny bit at the bottom, and we're okay. The Bartanura says that there's a problem, because this is already on Shabbos. When you're sitting in front of the guy, I guess you have to say this to yourself, or say it quietly, or hope he's in the kitchen. So he says the problem is like this. If I say, me'achshav, from now to hey truma, me'achshav to hey truma, then when I drink it, by the time I drink it, okay, if I say me'achshav, now there's truma. If I drink it, it's all demai, miduma. If I say, okay, hareakol mitarev, it all gets mixed and it's demai. If I say likishe eshteh, when I drink it, the truma will be here. Hare ha lo have truma ela la'achar sheshata. it won't be truma until after I drink it. So I have a problem. How in the world am I supposed to drink this cup? Because if I do the hafrashat trumot masod before I drink it, I'm drinking demai. If I do the hafrashat truma when I drink it, I'm drinking tevel. So the clever answer is, Mishamne, the Gemara answers in the Yerushalmi be'omer, me'achshav ule kishe eshtet truma. From now, when I drink truma, it will be truma. V'nimtza shelo shatat tevel v'gam lo hayam meduma. It wasn't tevel, it wasn't demai, it was perfect. It's a workaround. Because it doesn't really work logically. Because any time, as soon as I make it, somehow I made it in such a way that the hafrashat truma is when I drink it, but only after I drink it at the same time. Not exactly simple, but it is what it is. Chachamim were giving you a workaround to eat at your friend's house when he invited you, and you don't really trust him on Demai. It's a very interesting question. What would we say nowadays if someone came to the rabbi and said, "Listen, I got invited, but I think the guy's an Haaretz, and I don't really feel comfortable." What he would say is, would he say, like Chazal said, Mishnah Aleph and Mishnah Bet of Demai say that what you could do is do hafrashat truma in your house beforehand, and when you get there, you'll just, quietly do it. Would we say that, or would we say, sorry, I don't think you could eat there? It's a question I think we already know the answer to nowadays in the halachic culture in which we live. Very interesting for the way we relate to things and the message that Chazal left for us. Okay, I want to dedicate this learning, as always, to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman, and of course, you can always contact me, rspolter@gmail.com. Have a great day.